Leclerc is driving the frick out of that car. They had that problem with the WDSQ. First thing he did was beat Hamilton when he had his wing without a front wing, or with half of a front wing. At first people said, oh, it must have been, we can't explain it. We can explain it. He's driving well. He's becoming like Verstappen, in which he uses braking, footwork, and everything like that. And then not short corners, but V corners and everything to make up for the problems with that car. And to me, he, along with Verstappen and Russell, are the best drivers on the grid this year.
Yeah, Charles Leclerc he delivered an impressive performance. I was one of the people that felt that Ferrari car would come short in Jeddah because their setup was not optimal enough for that particular racetrack. And I looked at it, I said, these people are going to do very badly in this race, but it continues to defy people's conventional logic, in the sense that with the same car, Lewis Hamilton is not doing nearly as much as Charles Leclerc. His racecraft has improved, like you mentioned, and he managed his tire very, very expertly. And he chose the time, to overtake, which are very, very crucial in maintaining his position.
He also has good trouble spotting, like not just racecraft, but figuring out things that they can do to adjust. That's why his car is different from Hamilton. Hamilton would say it's because they're favoring him. No, it's because he's taking the initiative. And then Hamilton would say, well, why doesn't he give me the info? He's not giving you any info. He's trying to beat you, man.
It's not about info, because the guy is doing all he has to do to ensure that the communication with the engineers is helping him to extract maximum performance from the car. You fucking do the same thing, and then you probably get similar results, and stop sulking. That's just the way I feel with Lewis Hamilton, because this guy, if I was Charles Leclerc and they brought Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari, there's a tendency that I will feel intimidated because of Hamilton's record. But he has bottled down, knuckled down, and he has even improved. If you remember last year, up until Monaco, the error-prone driver here was Leclerc. But look at how he has started the season. In spite of all the setbacks of the WDSQs, he has done really well this season.
He's mature. You know what it was? Hamilton came in on his high horse and his gentleman's cape that he did in GQ. And everybody was like, they're going to cater to Hamilton and make him the number one driver. Leclerc took that personally, but rather than complaining or becoming enemies with anybody, he doubled down and did his work. He has finally matured as a driver. Finished.